Okay. Make sure all this stuff works first. Let's see. Just making sure everything works, guys. All right. Yeah, sounds like it. You can ignore that and plow ahead. Well, let's take some time before the intro to go ahead and get this all set up. Sorry I didn't have all of this stuff done beforehand. Really gotta be better with doing prep work. Went to the gym, took a shower, had some food on the side. I didn't need those. Okay. Well, it's not. Hopefully that also brings up her org. Get some cool ones here. A couple gas ones. I'll use these. Forward to the deck. Big one. And then Urborg should also be here. So what else do we have? We got the push. And then the duress. Still, do I want this in the main? Could potentially play against anything. Could put the Liliana and the Culligan's Command into the main deck. Just for the league. I think we want to, like, protect our stuff. We want to make sure to get, like, our hand hate first turn in a lot of these popular games. A lot. Babel. Oh, give me that breaker. I feel like I play this card in every format now. I played in Standard too. It was still unbanned, but it's just that good. Back. Everything in the sideboard's good. And get a screenshot real quick for just a little something for Twitter. Here are these. It's over here. Make it look all nice and pretty. What's up, Con Vermin? How you doing? Thanks for joining the stream, dude. How'd your RCQs go this past weekend? No, I actually was out of town in Washington, D.C. for my sister's graduation. So I did not RCQ this weekend, but we're going to be doing it, or last weekend, but we're going to be doing it this weekend. And hopefully, finally getting the invitation within these next couple of weeks, because I kind of don't have... kind of busy a lot of these weekends, so I don't have a ton of time. How'd yours go? Did you play any at all? Yeah, Oxford. I'm planning on playing in both of them if I have to. Cross fingers. I can just we could just do well in the first one and get our invite that way. Oxford is still one invite, right? Something. I feel like I should have these. Sure. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. Save as, and just some. Yeah, just one. Oh well. It's all good in the neighborhood. We're still playing for the long haul. As you can see, we've made a lot of changes with this deck since the last time we played it. On stream, at least. Try and work on it whenever I get the chance to. I'm just being... These are just semantics at this point. But I think we are all good to go. So hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Southern Magic. It's your boy, David. We are going to be getting ready for playing RCQs again. I took a weekend off last weekend, like I said, to go to DC, go see my sister's graduation, spend time with the fam. But we're coming back strong, and if I sound a little different, it's actually because I have this actual microphone. Yeah, boy. So I know I'm going to sound a whole lot cleaner with this thing. Let me see if I can get the boom out of the shot. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay, all right, just gonna stay there. Just want to make sure that this doesn't get messed up because I do not want to spend the money to replace this thing. Okay, but all right, well, let's go ahead and get down to it. We're here playing vampires again. We've made a few changes since the last time we ran a league. The mana base is still the same. We decided to go ahead and put Duresses in the main deck. There's a lot of the most popular decks in the format we just want to see Duress against, or we want to have Duress for, and it also helps us just protect our Sorin Vein Ripper combo a little bit better. Get a few of the harder things for us to interact with out of players' hands, so we just aren't relying on Thoughtseize. And that is basically it. We shaved a blot out in the main, and we also shaved a Queen's Bay Paladin just because we were kind of seeing, we just saw more of this card than we kind of wanted to in a lot of games. Still liking Henrika. Henrika's still been pretty good, been feeling pretty right. And then out of the sideboard, let's see. Since we last played, we are now playing these cards, actually. Culligan's Command, 1 Culligan's Command, and 2 Reckoner Bankbuster. Mainly for the mirror match, because the mirror match has started to become a lot more mid-rangey, like its predecessor, just red-black mid-range, and out of the board, getting Reckoner Bankbusters, and more cards that get you card advantage and artifacts that matter. So I decided to go ahead and throw in Culligan's Command and some Reckoner Bankbusters of my own, just because they're honestly just really good cards, and we really want to see them in these grindy decks, against these grindy decks. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, instructor, the Pioneer, a league. Nope, not the super qualifier. Wanna go ahead and just get a league popped off. Go ahead and use our play points. Okay, let's start us off. Again, if you guys have any opinions about anything at all, please make sure to let me know. Whether it's from my fit, from this lovely non royalty-free music that I'm playing in the background. I just felt like I wanted to have a little bit of jazz as I'm chilling and playing these games. It feels so quiet in here. Just me feeling like I'm talking to myself the whole time. Not that you guys aren't lovely, but it does feel weird to be in this room by myself, just with my thoughts. All right. Well, this seems meh. We kind of seem to have like a foreign into Henrika plan, but I don't think we can get a better hand to being on the draw. So let's mulligan. What are they playing? They're playing a Yorion deck. May have been right to kind of keep that, but you know what? We're not disappointed. This is a really good hand against Yorion deck, so we'll keep this. Let's throw back a. Sure, let's go with a Takanuma, just because we want to maybe see that card a little later on. Some Garden to start. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what you're working with over there with the Thoughtseize. If I haven't pre-reg for Oxford, I would, as far as it's close. Yeah, Oxford does like get a ton of that crowd, and it really, man, that little place really does pack house, but they're really accommodating. I love the place. You're talking about Oxford Gaming Center. If you guys haven't heard of it, look it up. It's a great place, great selection of cards, and really wonderful people who work there and patron there. But we're just gonna go ahead and take the Beanstalk. Yep, right. Just their next best play, gets them the most advantage. But they're playing Cornucopia though, which is an interesting one. It's one of the new cards. Basically, it's like a 3-mana rock. However, every time you cast a spell with one or more colors, you gain a life for each of those colors. So, it really helps extend the game out, and really good against the aggressive decks, so that you're able to be in the game for longer and kind of find what you need to answer them. They started to play it. There's a version of standard domain ramp that Andrea Mengucci actually won the PTQ with the Pro Tour, and got his invite to the next Pro Tour. So this card's pretty sweet. I actually haven't had the chance to play against this card yet, so it's going to be interesting to do. We'll just play the side, have more black, and just get the Fable train going. Hopefully that's good enough. So they played the Passage and this and the Cornucopia. Okay. Okay. Tapping 4. Omnath. Okay. He's going to gain 4 life from the Omnath. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty awesome. 5 cards in hand. Yeah, this is a rough one. You're going to get another 4 life from that. So you're getting 8 life just with those combination of cards. So let's see. I really want to find a removal for this Omnath. So I think we're gonna pitch these 2 lands here, and then that also gives us the ability to hopefully find a Sorin or a Vein Ripper, which we didn't, but it's fine. Just go ahead and keep. So which should we play the Sorin and just attack? No, that's not good, right? We need to still find just an answer to it. So we'll just go ahead and play the other Fable, not attack. And hope we don't get run over too badly. 2 out of the 5 cards in their hands are lands. But the Omnath, if we don't deal with it pretty soon, it's gonna always feels like it just gets the game like out of your hands super quickly. Unmoored Ego. Oh god, main deck Unmoored Ego is so rough. He's probably gonna name Vein Ripper here, if I had to guess. In which case, yep, Vein Ripper. which case I think we're just gonna go ahead and pitch with the next Fable trigger on chapter 2. We're just gonna pitch this Warren and find like actual threats. This game's gonna become much harder without Vein Ripper. Not impossible, but definitely much harder. Alright, then getting Yorion to hand. Play that. They have a forest. They did not attack. Fair enough. We still have our double Fables, which can still get us the game. So yes. I'm gonna pitch here and here. Okay. And we do get Revolt because Reflection did just enter the battlefield, leave and enter the battlefield just now. So we'll play that. Shouldn't play our land. I really hope I activate the right one. Does it tell me which one? Newly controlled, okay. So we activate this one. Then we're gonna go ahead and get in with an attack. Get our triggers. Opponent's at a ton of life, so they're kind of sitting pretty, but we just gotta hope that these Fables kind of get us there. But just a well-placed board wipe is really going to put a hurting on us. Alright, so in Leyline Bonding, assume they're gonna take out one of the reflections. Okay, interesting. They're gonna take out a token. I see. He's going to do that and then kill a token and then play, yep, Yorion, flicker it, and then kill the reflection, or the active reflection. Pretty sweet, opponent. Pretty sweet of you. And taking out, okay, not the active one, but just go ahead and cutting us off of our options. Okay, so that's going to flicker. Got another mutable and a fatal push, which unfortunately, even if we get the revolt, it will not kill the Yorion. Let's see. What I think we will do is just sit, and he's got 2 cards in hand we don't know about, because that is not a part of our information anymore. Is there a world where we slam with the shaman just to get more copies out? Guess it just kind of nets us. It's a net 0 at the end of the day, I think. Just attack with these, because we're going to turn the those into the treasures into creatures anyways with reflection. So let's go ahead and pass and see what he draws. Don't know anything that's in his hand. He is happily tapping a ton of stuff. It looks like he got his Bring to Light. Okay. Alright, Bring to Light. Gains 2 life from that. And then you can get Deafening Clarion, I assume, to wipe my board and also give him, be able to give his Yorion lifelink. Put him at even higher life total, not that he needs it, but Niv Mizzet Reborn. Okay. So it's just going to get Niv Mizzet. Oh, and he gained, of course, because he casted, he gained a life from the Ancient Cornucopia. So what did he get? He got Molten Collapse and Deafening Clarion into his hand. Alright. Fun stuff. 33 and step. Okay. Go ahead and just get this thing going. Ah, yeah, the ley line binding. Okay. All Gucci. This game seems like it's kind of wrapped up for me. Let's see what we draw. I think we draw a land. I think we're gonna save the time and give it to him. Let's go ahead and concede and move to the sideboard where we can become infinitely better without these fatal pushes. Refer to my sideboard guide real quick. Just up to date. Okay, so we want the Liliana, the Pixis command just gets us some good card advantage. They got big stuff, so you kind of want to kill that. The K command just to have a 2-for-1 and a Bank Buster. K command can also kill Fable token or Fable of the Mirror Breaker in general. And then we're going to cut the pushes and the Dusk Legion Zealots. Let's get the filler out. And then we are good to go with this. Alright. Also like having a Reckoner Bank Buster in here, because a lot of times we're taking out like the lower end of the curve against some of these grindy matchups, so it's really good to have like a turn 2 play or that I can still play. So yes, I will go first. Nope, can't have that. Can't do anything with just a Mutavault. This will do, I guess. So we'll keep. And because we don't need this Culligan's command right away, so we'll just go ahead and put this back. And play tap to pass. Okay. Draw the Castle Lockwing. Oh, I'll just go ahead and play Black Cleaves and pass. Be shocking. Okay. Good. Sylvan Carry added. That's a good one. Alright, so let's just go ahead and get the Fable down. Man, you would think that that's the only card in our deck. Got some falafels and potatoes. Oh, finishing verse. Okay. Unfortunate. Another land. Really wishing we had the chapter 2 on that Fable there, but we're gonna have another chance with this. Yeah, just play the castle. It's just gonna be the one that I want to cut the most. And just get a free treasure token out of this. Block on. Get your block on. Get your block on. Get your block on. Wait a minute, what's happening? Oh, they have Leyline. Okay. Alright. Sweet. Yeah, it's really hard to tell like the difference. They've got a lot of these alternate art Outlaw Thunder Junction cards, and it's really hard to tell the difference between them at sometimes. Your Fabled Passage. really got to get turn 3 Ripper against this deck. It is already a hard enough matchup. They go over the top so well. I'm like the Pink Panther right now. God, that movie. Just all of those movies feel so old. Oh my god. No, another Bring to Light on 4. Oh, baby. This is not our game. Well, let's get this loss in game 1 out of the way, I guess. Hold Niv Mizzet. Good stuff. So he's gotten Pillage the Ball, Molten Collapse, and a Bring to Light 2-hand. Okay. Another land. Well, this is unfortunate. So I guess we can play... Let's maybe play a Blood Crypt tapped. Because we're not going to have enough. Will we have enough mana? Maybe I'll like mess that one up. Because we could have held up. Yeah, we could have held up the castle. No, we still wouldn't have had enough mana, right? Okay, that's fine then. Don't feel so bad then. Let's go ahead and get this attack here. Does have lifelink and death touch. Maybe he doesn't know? No, he knows. Our opponent's a pro. He's very good. Glacier 7. It's like... Probably got so many trophies. I'm just waiting on him. All right. Taking 6. I don't think we've beaten this deck on stream yet with this. Not that we haven't. I don't know if we've won a game against this deck on stream yet. Hopefully it's not just a lot of Niv to Light, because that will be unfortunate. Part of me has been wondering if I want to go back to just normal red-black mid-range. I feel like every time I play against that deck with this one, it's always because of just the individual power level of their cards. It usually just like outgrinds and outplays the vampire deck. And it has like so many more resources that by the time the Vein Ripper comes down, you're just able to kill it and not respect it and sack whatever you other creatures you have to it, or just have Liliana. All right, I get it, guys. I get it. Let's just, you know what, we'll crack this castle for fun, just to see what we get. Draw. You. All right, we'll give it to you, opponent, because you've got another Bring to Light coming, and I am gonna have a hard time against that one. Okay. Just as the song ends too, that's great. That's hilarious. Conjuring, I know there's a lot of Phoenix and Vampires at the RCQs at CCS. I don't know how many will drive down, but as far as I know, not much Niv to Light. Yeah, well, I think there was a good bit of there's a good bit of Niftalite in the Tennessee area, or at least a decent amount. Yeah, it's like between Niftalite, the Red Decks, and Vampires are the ones that you have to really worry about. Obviously, like Phoenix is a part of that too, but it's like more of a normal amount of Phoenix. When I played at Charlie's Collectibles, I was what was some of the main decks? It's kind of a wide metagame when I played there, because I actually made it to the finals of one of their RCQs with the vampire deck, and just lost in a mirror match. You just you get more. He got more Vein Rippers and Fables than I did, so that usually is what determines who wins and loses in that matchup. But we'll see. I know one of the guys down there, up there, like really likes to play mono black Waste Knot, and I am not looking forward to playing against that deck. Just in any stretch, even if there's one in the tournament, it's usually like it's usually depending on how the metagame is, but like if it's in the if you have to worry about playing against it, always feels like an auto loss. The Bring to Light deck you can maybe draw out of and find a way to play against. It feels that mono black one just feels so much worse. Alright, so our opponent doesn't have a companion. We're playing against, oh, fucking, no, wait, no, that is not you, is it? Are you VPNing? Are you, no. No, hold on. No way. I don't even believe this. Convert, the guy we're playing against right now, the same Convertment in the chat right now. We paired up against each other. I don't even know you were playing a league. so okay, leave it. Okay, I respect it. Thank you so much for that. That's so funny. Oh, you do have a companion. You just were waiting. Oh, Karuga. Oh God. All right. Well, he was the only viewer that was talking to me. So we have to put on a good show for him. All right, so let's go ahead and keep this. This is a pretty dope hand. We've got our turn 3 Ripper. If we can get our third land, and that's usually good enough. So we'll start out with a Swamp and Thoughtseize. It's a Karuga deck, so we are not going to be liking too much of what we see. Ooh, he's got the Quintorius combo. Interesting. So let's see here. With him on the play, I'm not too worried about this leyline bonding and the removal. I am worried about is him guaranteeing like some of his land drops. So you know what? We'll take the 2-for-1 here. And the way that he can ramp later on in the game, like the Beanstalk Giant can it's gonna get pretty strong if we have to take it into the late game. That's hilarious. So oh my god, like the rest of you 5 viewers, I hope you guys find this super funny because oh, that is hilarious. All right, let's see what you got, Colin. Fortunately, we don't have a turn to play, but I'm sure like he's been watching the stream. I'm sure he just thinks that we just have a Fable hand because there's no way that we can have a Sorin Ripper, right? No way. Haven't had it all a day. Oh, sorry to disappoint you, Colin, but we have the thing. And we will minus the thing. It's hilarious, like he's knows our whole 75, everything. Sure. Leyline binding, I'm perfectly fine with that. Give it to the Sorin. That is okay with me. So let's see here. Obviously, these are all the same card. Know that Forest, and then the Binding. So you got 2 cards that we don't know about. Usually this deck doesn't play a lot of early creatures, so it's hard for them to interact. Ooh, but he has a clever impersonator. It's gonna create a Vein Ripper of his own. Oh, that is a rough one there. Let's see. So he's got the deck. No. We can play this. We're gonna go ahead and play Soren, and then plus just make our Ripper stronger. It's still not gonna be able to attack past our own Ripper, unfortunately. But if we pump it one more time, then we're gonna be able to do so. Just gonna see what he does. A Spark double, so he's gonna have another Ripper. Oh man, and it gains a counter from it as well, becomes an exact copy. Oh, it gets, if it's a creature, it gets an additional counter. Okay. Wow, man. Oh. Okay. We will allow it. Now we gotta face off against Double Ripper. I don't know if we're gonna. I didn't think about. I didn't even think about this deck just having like clones. Like I haven't played against it at all. But yeah, I was wondering why this deck was becoming so much more popular nowadays. So let's see. Do we want to be? We may have to choose. Yeah, we just gotta choose to be more defensive now. Show and Tell Emrakul, yes, but our opponent had a double clone for our Emrakul, so I don't know who's better off. We're at 18. We have to do Ripper math. I'm just gonna go ahead and get to blocking, just because we're gonna have a hard enough time dealing with Vein Rippers on our own. Lots of Vein Ripper triggers on the stack. Just let's yield these. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, I'm at 8. It's the Hippo to hand. Yeah, we want to make sure. I was thinking about talking to him. I was like, do I want to talk to him? Maybe not, actually. Because we want to go ahead and just play our Ripper. Look at where he's drawing these clone effects and not getting Quintorius, so we're not dead. If he just starts getting like, the more he like draws these clone effects, the more chances that we have to still be alive. Well, actually, you know what? Not at 8 life. Now that I think about it, so that is going to be rough. Let's see what he does here. Oh, Leon, you just have the deck in hand, and he's got Quintorius. Well, you know, we respect you too much. You're a friend of the stream. You you supported us this whole time. We'll give it to you. We're not gonna make you run through the whole thing. All right. So Quintorius combo. Unfortunately, we don't have. We've taken out the Damping Spears, which would be excellent against this deck. So unfortunately we don't have that. I do have a lot of ways to answer it, but it's whatever. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be bringing in Liliana. Liliana Torch the Tower, actually, to be able to disrupt his combo by killing the Quintorius while the ability is on the stack. Ashiok to keep him from searching up his lands with the ramp effects, and Buster, yeah, Bank Buster, yeah, Bank Buster. And we'll go ahead and cut the pushes and the filler stuff. So Dustleaf and Zealot. Is there a world where I would rather have Mulligan's Command than any of these? And I don't think so. I think these are fine. These will be okay. We'll go ahead and submit this. We're going first this time, Con. Let's go. Yep, we are bringing in the torches. On a heat, thanks for joining, by the way. Ona Heater Belfie? Or is that Belfie? No, it's Belfie. Okay. You have an RCQ this week? Yeah, I've got a can keep that. Double RCQ in this weekend. Both of them at Oxford Gaming Center. They're having one Saturday and another one Sunday. Crossing our fingers to hope that we can spike it on Saturday and not have to bum a stay with friends. We'll go ahead and keep this though. Solid hand. We could go ahead and put back to go for the throat. We kind of just kept it in just because they do have bigger creatures after a while. So we want to wait some spot removal to go ahead and kill those. But the double duress hand is not too bad. Let's go ahead and see what you are working with. This time, in a Quintorius. Do we... We'll go ahead and... Sure, we'll just take the Quintorius. Like, it's fine. The Shark Typhoon, like, they're far from using Quintorius, but if we duress again and see another Quintorius, then we might as well take it. Okay. So they use the Stroke Fear. I highly doubt that he'll shock in just to like cycle Shark Typhoon. So what I think we'll do is go ahead and get this Bank Buster on the table. And then next turn, if we don't draw anything too crazy, then we can simply draw with the Bank Buster and Thoughtseize again, or Duress again. Okay, drew a creature. Drew the Blood Tithe. Yeah, let's just go ahead and just play the Blood Tithe and actually get aggressive with it. Okay, well, they're just drawing lands, sure. I guess that is how we win this game. If they don't draw literally anything. So play, get the blood. Go ahead and accrue. And get into the red zone. Another great thing about Bank Buster is like even if it's you don't draw every turn with it, it's just a phenomenal clock. Alright, we got this Thoughtseize. Now the question is, do we want to Thoughtseize here? Simply because we know that he's only had a couple cards in hand. I guess let's see what he does. We can actually get a draw off the Bank Buster. So I'm not gonna use that. Could use it to try and find a land. We're gonna try it. We're gonna go ahead and Thoughtseize. And hopefully he didn't just draw another land. Well, you know what? He's still 2 turns away from using it anyways. We're just going to go ahead and use the Bank Buster. Just because he's 2 turns away already. Well, we drew another one. Sure, just to have something because we want to have something to do with our mana. No need to not use it. You got a Clever Impersonator out of the deal. I guess that's okay. Not that he was going to cast he may have casted a Clever Impersonator possibly. But yeah, he's cycling the Triome. We know about these. He's played the Mountain. Getting the Karuga to hand. Okay. Let's go ahead and play the land. Yeah, we're just gonna take the Kruger from hand. Sure. Just getting a ton of lands though. Sorry about that. Question is, do we no, you know, yeah, we just continue to draw with this card. No reason not to draw. We'll eventually get the clock out of it anyways. We're just missing like 1 point of damage each time. I think we're fine with that. Okay, we got the Fabled Passage. Go ahead and draw this. Another, alright. Another Thoughtseize. So, question if I even want to like use Thoughtseize, because obviously he hasn't drawn anything with this that card. We could always hold it, play, and then play Henrika. Henrika's good, like Henrika can be a really good clock. We have a stop at the beginning of the combat step. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and play the Henrika and then transform it so that we can crew the Bankbuster and attack. So we do have, let's see. Stop on ours. Ooh, yeah, Leyline Binding was the draw. Okay, okay. So is he going to, yep, Leyline Binding our Henrika. Well, I can't crew it now, unfortunately, but that is fine. Go ahead and crew 3. Get in a little bit more damage. Good thing we didn't just fire off the Thoughtseize right away. But our opponent's top decks are still just alive, so we can just die to a Quintorius here. So we just gotta cross our fingers. Okay, playing Assault. Ooh, Spine Woods Armadillo with Ward 3. Okay. You're just picking up what you're putting down. We don't have enough mana to pay for the ward just yet. Just know about that card. Yeah, so let's go ahead and draw. Or can we? No, let's go ahead and draw. We're gonna get a token in that. Alright. And then Fable. Sure. Alright, go ahead and pass to you. And a 7/7 with reach. So we can block. It actually blocks Vein Ripper really well. See attack. Oh, why would you? You're pretty much dead if you do. An Ashiok. Do we care about keeping? I don't think we care too much about keeping the Ashiok. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'll be back. I promise. Okay. All right. I'm back. All right. I don't think we care about this Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize in the land, so sure. We'll just take these two and perfect. All right. Yeah, exactly what the doctor ordered. So we'll play and play Blot Out. And then crew, sweet. All right, we got there. Hope he didn't think I was slow rolling him. Just really having some trouble there. What if we got Gase's command? I don't think so. I think our sideboard's still fine. Another mulligan hand. All phenomenal cards, but if we can't play Magic, then it doesn't matter. One mulligan. And this is fine. So, okay, keep. Let's see. We get rid of the blot out. Possibly. It is interaction for Quintorius. So we'll keep. Do we desperately want Ashiok here? Ashiok's like fine. I think I'd rather have the rest of these cards though. Just rather have the rest of these on the draw. So I'm gonna need to be a little, definitely need blot out to be interactive, and just gotta have the Vein Ripper to hopefully go over the top. Okay. Yeah, they're awfully quiet over there. I don't think I've heard many of you guys talk. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Enjoying the stream. Nobody's told me I sucked yet, so obviously nobody from Southern Magic is on. Okay, so let's go ahead and just get this Bankbuster down on the table. It's always rough because like Fable doesn't Leyline Binding. Oh, my binding. I really wanted that. God. Man, sometimes Leyline Binding can just be such a pain. It's just so brutal. Okay. Get that card to hand. So, obviously you didn't have a play to make then? Which is interesting. Would you Urborg? I'm just gonna go ahead and play the Fable, get it down. He's still a couple turns away. Once he gets to turn 5, it's gonna be, so the turn after this one is gonna be rough because there's a possibility where we don't want to Sorin Ripper in that spot. Ooh, Castle Lockbane. Okay. Yeah, Castle Lockbane's is another tough one. Another reason why we kind of have some of the cards that we do. Ooh, okay. Thoughtseize. Perfect. So now if we do get, I think it's like one of these lands. One. Yeah, we'll simply pick a land in case we get a Sorin. Okay. We'll play and then Thoughtseize. Ooh. Opening Carnosaur. He doesn't have the mana to play both of them. If Karuga enters, he is going to be able to draw a card off of it. It's possible we just take the Karuga here and hope he uses the Carnosaur. Carnosaur is going to be a rough one for us to beat. And he starts getting the mana for it. Yep. Did you top deck the Quintorius? Alright, that's fine. Minus, cover 4. We will never not have. Okay, but he can like, yep, he hit the best possible one in that spot because he can Leyline Binding, or he can, okay, I was wondering if he was gonna Leyline Binding or take that, and he decided to take it. Okay. Again, this is a rough game. let's go ahead and get aggressive with the Mutavolt. All we can kind of hope is that we hold them off lands for a little while. Just a little while. Okay. Well, he's guaranteed his land. Okay, so next turn we're gonna have to deal with Trumpeting of Carnosaurs. Which is honestly equally as bad. We have a Go for the Throat though, so that's gonna help a little bit. Because we can heal the Carnosaur in response to just click off her trigger and hope that he just gets a normal like Spark Double or something and not Quintorius. And oh, we got Quintorius. Unfortunately, I don't use this chat log enough. How do we do it? Yeah. I'll let you go and have your fun. Do your thing, man. This is what you want to play the game for. Oh, this deck's rough. That was a rough set. We had a solid hand for the most part. Being stuck with the Vein Ripper in hand was rough too. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and let you have these. Yeah, have fun with your cards. Yeah. This is what you want to do. Boom. And I am dead. Boom. Alright. GG's, dude. Thanks for watching the stream. I hope you come back and talk nothing but the maddest shit. Oh, so we're 0-2 start off. Oh, this is a rough one, man. This is certainly a rough start to the league. Two big mana decks. Never quite what you want to see with this one. Just decks that like really go over the top. Really good. GG's, man. They were really hard fought. Oh, dude, it's no problem, man. Oh, 2-0 dodge. Oh, dude, I promise you, and I had enjoyed the games. It was my first time actually playing against a newer version of this Quintorius deck. Honestly, as you can see by my sideboard, I didn't respect it as much. I don't have Dampening Spheres in the sideboard at all. But it's also like kind of a personal, a local metagame choice that I've made. So that's kind of on me for not respecting the Moto metagame, but we're trying to test this deck the way that it is. The only person in the room on it. I think it's a respectable deck. I don't think you should count it out. Like being able to clone Rippers was just like one of the first things out of my mind with this deck or with that deck, and I was like, wow, man, that honestly really got me. That was it. That was the key. Because mostly I was just like, oh well, I just have to worry about the Quintorius, and that's only 4 cards. But man, the clones, yeah, that's good stuff. Well, if you have any post-game notes, then you let me know. I did board in the Ashioks against you to keep you from searching lands. It never came up in a really good spot to play. Put one back when I would like mulliganed in one of those games to keep a Ripper in hand. Yes, I'll go first. Sure, this is fine. Fine, a solid hand. Opponent doesn't have any companions, so who knows what we'll play. A deck's a deck, but a mystery deck could be anything. It could even be a deck. Take a bite out of my stuff I was choosing. Yeah, I did. Yeah, Colin, I did forget about the that interaction with that, but oh well. Oh wow, I'm all to 4. All right, guys. Well, we might be able to win one match in this league. Might be able to. What a wonder. I think I might just like take the Ash Legion Zealot. No, I'll take the Thoughtseize. Sure, Thoughtseize the Thoughtseize. It's fine. Rather him not play and then take my Sorn. Wow, this song's a vibe. Some of this stuff is, some of these songs on this playlist are really, really sweet. I like listen to this on my off time. Okay. Sure. All the cards we know are out of the hand. Well, we did the thing. We top decked into the thing. Opponent doesn't scoot to this, then he has even better things. I think I'll just sit. I want to attack with the Dusk Legion, offer a trade, just in case he's got like a Liliana or like a way to make me sacrifice normally. Okay, Fable, sure. He's drawn out of his multiple very, very well. So let's see here, another Ripper. Well, go ahead and plus here, first off. We'll play, and then play Henrika, and do I make us both sacrifice? I don't think so. I think I'll just draw the card from Henrika. 19. Yeah, I'll just draw a card from Henrika. Get the 2-for-1 out of it. Attack. Fatal puts Thoughtseize. Okay. And I win. Alright. Hazzy girl. I gotta be better with like reading people's names on here. I feel like I would have just like I'm so bad at reading usernames for my opponents. Like it was like by pure coincidence that I like read yours off the bat, Colin. Okay, so mirror match, getting Lily command, and then these cards. Good stuff. I'm gonna show you a little bit of the hand hate and duress, and then the filler. And we're ready. It's a decent one. I think it's fine. Sure. The version of this where we can keep a 7 is good. It's all about like how many cards you have in hand at the end of the day. I'm gonna shock this in to hold up a Fatal Push, or if he plays Blood Tithe. Sure, it's telegraphing, but whatever. I don't want to lose the quality. So he's just playing tap, so even if he did have a Blood Tithe, he's just not gonna play into it. It's fair. Question is, do we now play into it ourselves? Could just push a Fable token, if not. He played that tapped. Well, you know what, if he's got it, then sure. Oh. Undo. Sure. Do you have the push of your own opponent? I'm about to say, really slow rolling this push opponent. Alright. Is it Soren Ripper? Is. Okay. Yep. We're getting got. Okay. We have to answer a pseudo answer in Henrika. And let's see. Kinda just need our land in order to play it though. So I guess we'll go ahead and get the Fable down so that we can try and guarantee the card. Oh, Pleasant. Swinging. Alright. Down to 2/9. So 4 cards in hand. Land tapped. Okay. And no other creatures. Alright, so let's go ahead and cut these 2 Fatal Pushes. Then hopefully find possibly a Thought Seize. Actually, it has to be a land, right? Yeah, we're just gonna cut these 2 Thought Seeds. Or get that. No, that's a perfectly reasonable card too. And I think we're gonna just fire it off. Let's see, do I... And attack the Soren, see what you have. Okay. And sure, let's play Blood Tithe Harvester. Because I can hold up the Blood out. I don't think I'm too scared of him doing anything. I don't think there's a way that he really protects it. So end step, see what he gets. 4 cards. Swing. And let's blot out. Oh. Good soup. Good soup, everybody. Okay. Fable. Alright. Fortunately, we're getting our Fable off first, so that's good. Okay. Let's get this down. And kind of don't want to give the Goblin Chauvin any agency. So we'll just go ahead and kill it here. Play Henrika. Yeah, we'll play it like this. Play, beginning combat trigger. We will draw a card and lose a life? Sure, yeah. Because next turn we can simply transform it, and next turn we can also just play a Vein Ripper. Okay, so good. All right, things are coming up Millhouse. All right, baby. What you got? Pitch 2 lands, right? Or am I reading that wrong? No, obviously 2 lands, right? Cards in hand. I know you've got good cards, opponent. Let's see them. At 25 to R8. And even if they get Sorin, another Sorin Ripper here, we have the answer in Henrika just already on the battlefield. Not a terribly clean answer, but we'll at least be able to play our Blood Tithe Harvester. Okay. I want to try and use the blood for a land. That may be that might be a good option. So we can use the blood, copy something. You know, I still like all these cards. What we can do is draw, make them both sacrifice, create a copy of this, make them sacrifice a creature. Oh, we kind of want to play my Ripper before that, though. We'll just go ahead and just take the gamble. Never not had it. So, let's go ahead and do the good stuff. A Ripper. Pitching. See if he can find anything. Let us... No... Yeah, sure, I'll just copy the Ripper here. It's just gonna be the best thing to do. And then Henrika can still make both of us sacrifice a creature. Alright. Good stuff. Good stuff indeed. Alright, so we got our first win in this week. Alright, let's see if we can at least break even on this. Getting any traffic? Okay. On the play. All right, let's do it. Say yes. Commander we're looking at. So we're looking at probably a more aggressively slanted deck. Play with a Thoughtseize, but like no other thing to do in hand. We kind of have interaction at least. If we draw a red source and we're gonna be in a really good spot, I think we can afford to possibly keep this. I think so. Only because we're playing against like a Giganta deck and on the play with a Thoughtseize. Huge amount of equity in that. Just because a lot of these Giganta decks are possibly that he don't have like a ton of creatures, or not, excuse me, not that they don't have a ton of creatures, but if we can disrupt the early turn plays, I mean the Fatal Push and the Thoughtseize, we can be in a pretty solid spot. So let's see. At that, Demonic Ruckus, and he's got a 1-lander with this. We'll just take their most aggressive thing here. And Kamano, it's like the only play they currently have are on the draw, so they're hoping to just draw lands. And they have a Blossoming Defense. They top deck 1-drop. Okay, yeah, get their Demonic Ruckus down. Okay, another Fable. See if they drew another land. They didn't. Just go ahead and cast a push on this now. I need to slow roll it. And I'll draw a red source. No. Not a red source. Do I draw my red source first, or do you draw your second land first? Oh, well, they just said fuck it. Just start over. This is, man, they are pretty, honestly, pretty easily tilted. They could have very well came back into that game if we didn't draw a red source. But they didn't know that, I guess, so that is perfectly fine. But we're gonna bring in our stuff for Gruul aggro. These, we added in a little more. Where is this? Gruul. Okay. All right. So those. We got Path to Peril now. Liliana, just to have just a little bit more removal. These, I'm gonna bring in. I don't think we'll bring in Culligan's Command. Might just be too heavy for what we need it for, because we're gonna want to take out these Thoughtseizes just because they deal more damage to us. The Duress, and then the Dusk Legion Zealot, or Paladin, actually. Yeah, Paladin. Because we're gonna try. We've been trying this new thing where we keep in Dusk Legion Zealot for some of these matchups where we want to just like use the Sorin to fling those at him. So we'll see how well this goes. I really want everything else, so I'm not too. Yeah, we'll still want Liliana just because it does its like non-targeted removal, and they've got a lot of Blossom Defense, Snakeskin Veil, stuff like that that can be pretty annoying to deal with. Pretty perfect, pretty ideal hand for like the deck that we're playing against. Yeah, well, we will keep this emphatically. Got my Gorge. And start off with a Swiss Spear. And I think we'll just go ahead and kill the Swiss Spear. Ooh, and we have Fatal Push as well. We're just gonna go ahead and kill the Swiss Spear right off the bat, so I don't have a chance to protect it with pump spells. Comes to their turn. I think that punishes us if they just simply cast Slick Shot. But yeah, they're gonna go ahead and exile it so that they probably have protection, a protection spell in their hand, which is why they're plotting it now. So we'll go ahead and Blood Tithe. Play here. Let's see what they do with the slick shot this next turn. Wonder where they get royalty-free music from. Is it just like artists that just want to jam out and don't really care about whether they make music from it or not? That's interesting. Maybe eventually they'll all just be AI generated and nobody will care. But even then, that's like depending on where they get it from, it can be royaltied. Oh, these are the problems of the future. I don't know if any of y'all saw, but I just saw a video about like ChatGPT 4.0. That shit looks fucking insane. It just looks like just Jarvis from the Marvel movies, from Iron Man's lair. Oh, like that thing is super scary. It can just, you can literally take a video or like have your camera pointing to like the stuff around you, and it can identify it and spell it out to you. It's I was like, wow, that's fucking nuts. It's another slick shot. Okay. Double slick shot action. It got a demonic back to, oh Jesus. So I'm definitely getting this. I mean, it's just not a question that I'm doing this. And then just gonna kill one of these slick shot show-offs with the harvester. Yes. Hello. Are you still their opponent? Yeah. So we're gonna gain our life back. Let's see what they have. Demonic Dreads they can play on this, and so it'll have Menace. So we can't just block it. They'll probably go after the Soren, whatever they do. And we tried to play this deck last weekend, and we did absolutely horrible with it. We went like 2 and 3. No like problem with the deck on its own. I think that it's because we didn't get enough reps with it, or it was my first time ever playing a show-off deck. So we played the best that we could from past knowledge, but there were definitely some percentage points that we lost by like not playing a deck like this and those particular cards really recently. Going after the Soren. So yeah, right. Yeah, sure. Right. Just take what we got, like so many Sorens. I was thinking about keeping the Soren around so I could play Blood Type and then maybe kill this thing, because they're most likely going to like pump a ton of juice into this show off to make it trade with the Vein Ripper. Okay, main deck Seek the Beast. So he's hoping for a land. Wait, with 2 cards did he exile? Did they? Oh. Okay, Den. Okay, just a channel and a Den. Okay. And then left the mana up. I wonder what he's doing with that. Again, I think that he just has a protection spell. So I think I'm just going to play the Soren and then give the Vein Ripper lifelink and just see what he's got. Either he answers it or he doesn't. Just lost connection. Okay. Okay, 7. Show us what you got. Also, just do like 29 to me immediately. I'm just dead. In some crazy way that I've never heard of. Okay, tons of good stuff. So let's see. What I want to start off doing is using the mutable here. I'm just gonna animate it and then attempt to fling it at the flyer. Can I fling it at the opponent? Possibly? Yeah, right? Like actual? I can just like kill him by doing a double fling with the Sorin. What does he do in response to this? As far as I know, they don't gain life. Yeah. I guess I'll do it after the attack. Just in case. Blossoming defense. When do we cast it there? Just to make him use up his mana? Yeah. Does he have a double defense? Okay. That indestructible. Okay. And now we trade. Lots of damage. And trigger. Alright, 2 and 2. Let's see if we can finish this out strong. So that's our first loss was to Bring to Light. So Bring to Light, and then our boy in Colin Furman just dumpstered us with Quintorius combo. And won against the mirror match in match 3, and then round 4 won against Gruel. Even though the first game was an on game, like he mulled the 4. I mean, he like no, it was like a mull to 6. He just kept a 1-lander, which was like a weird 1-lander to keep in the blind. I feel like you have to at least play like 60 to 70% of your hand at any point with a key, or at least have a plan to whenever you make it keep. So if you can't do that, then I always feel like it's just a mulligan anyways. Usually that's my rule of thumb. And it also depends on like the type of the deck that you're playing, obviously. Like if you're playing like more of a control or ramp deck, then if you even have like 1 or 2 plays in a hand that are gonna open up the rest, as long as it opens up the rest of the cards in your hand, then it's perfectly fine. Good bites. Okay. Seems okay. Seems solid. Oh, our opponent's got no companion, so let's see. Well, that is a different story. I wanted to draw, forgive me, against a deck like that. It's hard to tell if this is gonna be good enough. They just out aggro us, then it's gonna be kind of bad. I guess Henrika is a reason and we may want to keep it. Man, that's a tough one. I guess we can at least play, even though it's not optimally. So we'll just go ahead and keep and just hope they don't deal too much damage to us over the course of the game. Okay, and it is this deck, which we're honestly, now I'm a little bit happier to honestly keep these this Thoughtseize hand for. Just because, like, we're able to take the most important card out of the hand. Yep, let's go ahead and, actually, so they have Insole or that. Still just gonna take Insole. It just does the most damage to us over the game. So Steam Vents. I'm gonna play Steam Vents, tap Lethal Demolition, sure. Okay. And we simply take a Torch to Tower. Oh, which would have been really nice to know that we were gonna get. What was a tough call? They torch the tower. I think we're fine if they torch the tower or Zealot. Because honestly, if we can find Soren to get the Henrika down a little bit earlier, then we're gonna be pretty happy. There we go. Okay. Okay, and do land, and then okay, yeah, obviously getting Giganta to hand. Sure. Do I make the trade with the 1/1? I think so. To save us some life. Save us a little life. Draw a card, kill a thing. 2 mana. I guess that's okay. Okay, so take our pain, Soren. Minus, go to Henrika down, beginning of combat, we'll transform it, and see what he's got. He does have Torch the Tower, so we can't readily block with the tokens. Ooh, it's Odawara. That's nasty. So attack me for 2 and then attack the Soren. Sure. Okay. It's 2 hands, 2 cards in hand. Can play Torch, or we can, well, not play Torch obviously, but we can also Thoughtseize. Oh, thanks for the follow, Ghostful Burst. I'm sorry, I'm very bad at that. Finally, goddamn, finally an insult. Thank you, Will, for keeping me in place. As you can see, we are very poopy, especially right now. My problem is I don't want them to simply get a land and then play this Giganta here. So I think I'm going to take it. And it's not great, but I think we'll just push the... Okay, they have an NT. I guess that kind of made our wish for us. Alright. Going to 3. Okay. Yes, alright, sweet. Got our land. Perfect. So let's throw down the Henrika. Transform. It's doing the Sailor Moon transformation and just montage turning into this second Henrika. Nope, they're gonna kill it here, I assume. Yep. Okay, they do have to sack a token to do it, which I'm fine with. We'll give him a scry though. Let's see what he does with the scry. Spots like this where like I wish that Henrika was scry 1 to the top. That's not good for us. Okay. So it's probably a threat of some sort. Carrier. Discard. Oh, interesting. And he can like unearth it to give it haste. Man. Yeah, they just had all the things. That was a rough one. That was a rough one. Yeah, hard bottle for that one. I always felt like we were very, very close. We got all the right things, but didn't quite. I think I guess in hindsight, like, taking the what's it called, the Insol artifact, or not taking Insol artifact and just taking Gleeful Demolition was better. But we so happen to we don't like. There's not. We'd have to just hope to get a fatal push in that spot, whereas like in the other spots we would just simply be able to play cards and outclass the 1/1s. So I'm top deck really good there. Alright, so I think that, let's see, for Insol, you kind of do our little aggro thing, bring in all of these good cards against aggro. Oh man, thanks for the 100. Yeah, sure, you know, I'll be your Valentine for next Valentine's Day. How about that? If we're both single by Valentine's Day of next year, then we will touch tips. All right, I'll edit that out. I'll edit that out later. What am I doing? Thoughtseize? Yeah, taking out Thoughtseizes, but I'm gonna leave in duress. Because, let's see, is that how I did it? Yeah, sure. Alright, yeah, but leaving in, taking out Thoughtseize, but leaving in duress just because duress can hit the more problematic cards. So, I think I'm fine with that. Alright, let's... Oh, how was the stream, Will? I saw that you had streamed a little bit earlier. I tried to tune in, but I just barely missed it, I think. Also, this is our last league, or last match of this league, so you have to tell me how to raid someone again, because I've completely forgotten, because I messed that up last time. Okay. Decent hand. We'll keep this. Some a little bit of interaction with the Henrika at the top end of the curve. It's fine. Let's go ahead and start off with a press. Crowan War. Interesting stuff indeed. I'm trying to think about what I respect more. There's no other creatures in the deck or in hand. I don't have an answer to the Smuggler's Copter just yet. But he needs to find an artifact and use that. We'll go ahead and just take the Smuggler's Copter here. I think that's fine. If I had a token, then it would be a little bit easier of a decision to take. Because I could always like torch the tower. Okay. Liliana. Let's play this tapped. Lots of answers, but no clock right now, which is what we're choosing to do. I want to be more controlling in this matchup. Okay, NT, perfect. Do we... Well, I think I'll save the Liliana. I'll save the Liliana minus. Or if we need to take out one of these. Okay. No, I will go ahead and rest here. And just go ahead and... Ooh, interesting. It's got Courier. What if he put Gleeful Demolitions to Courier? We'll go ahead and take the Crown War. Sure. Because we actually have a response to if he chooses to go for the Courier there. Okay. Combat Courier. And do you Gleeful Demolition? Fortunately there's nothing we can do about that, but we'll go ahead and towards the Combat Courier still. It's still fine. And again, we'll play both the Chiffon-Reeves. Yeah, so he's just got Kenzen left. Yeah, the Henrika still matches up pretty well with against us. Liliana's looking a little worse, so a little worse for wear. I'll just go ahead and play it and make him sack something. Just puts a huge target on his back. It's already kind of in a bad spot anyways. We'll just play it to be mana efficient. I have heard this song before. Look what this song's called. Well, actually, I can just look at it and see. What's the song called? Local Forecasts? Yeah, I guess so. What just happened? Ah, okay. Yeah, Spyglass Siren. Use the map. Sure. Put the Shrapnel Blast into the grave. We'd like to see. Yep. Take that. Sweet. Get our land. Sure. Love to see it. Let's throw down the Henrika. Transform. Okay. And now this is good. So now we actually have a competing clock here. So what we got to do, we can just kill that, or just save. Okay, it doesn't have that. Save the go for the throat for the Giganta, which is probably even better. Okay, yeah, so because we can play this, go to combat, attack, then use the effect to pump it. And then still be able to hold up Mutavolt as a blocker for his 1/1. And then have a completely even trade. Sure. I'll still hold up the Mutavolt. Just in case he drew a land and is going to play again. It's a solid one too. Solid cards. Yeah, we'll just continue to attack. We're net positive so far. Republican's command to make things a little better. Stark Steel Citadel. A demolition. I just want to use the demolition instead of that. That's unfortunate. Is there anything that I care to do? I don't think so. Oh, of course, because it's got indestructible. See what you got. Attack. Yes, with us. I don't want to get back, so I'll just have him discard a card and then kill off his 2/2. You discard. Kill your 2/2. Okay. He ditched the Giganta. I feel like I really don't care about. Save the go for the throw for an actual threat to my life. Okay, wait tapped. Again, we're just gonna go ahead and get into attacks and pump it. Yeah, every time I pump it, it's just like another way to negate an attack with one of his creatures, so I'm fine with that. Oh yeah, just Shrapnel Blast. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess they couldn't live forever. Well, now we are in top deck mode. Sure. Still kind of rather build up interaction. Hold my land here. Okay, another land for him. I feel like it's so bad to kill off one of these Spyglass Sirens and go down on equity. So let's see. Play this side. I may have to start just going down on equity against this guy. Using my relevant spells to kill these things off feels really bad. Interesting. Ruin with that. And then interesting. Okay. Let's start out with just blot out. I wonder if I'm just dead. So, blot out. is it all other creatures? The creatures gain +1/+1. Sure. They attack with all. Yep, I don't know why he wouldn't. So unfortunately I have to just get lucky in this spot and hope to find something. So block. We'll block this and then okay, and kill off one of these. So I'm gonna take 8, go to 4, and then Castle Locklane. Can still technically draw a good card. Hopefully Legion's under Path Apparel. Legion's in? Or Path Apparel? Either one? Played your outs? GG's. Oh man, this matchup is rough. It is rough stuff. Well, unfortunate. We couldn't go even on this league, but NT, you got half of our points back. What can we say? What can we say? We faced off against a couple, actually probably all of our bad, but St. Quintorius should be, I don't know if that's like really bad for vampires. I haven't looked at the spread when it comes to that deck. It feels like it should be bad, so I'm just going to take the L in that bracket as well. But yeah, like kind of lost all of the bad matchups, which honestly, if we're not playing vampires or Phoenix, then we should be playing bad matchups for the most part. So it feels apropos. We just kind of saw the wrong side of the league. But I appreciate your support, Will. It's always super welcome. But one last look. Yeah. I think either way, I don't feel like I really missed a ton in this league. I would have been super happy to see all of these cards on the board. The numbers felt right. Again, no dampening spear, but we're just going to kind of just chalk it up to the game in that matchup, and hopefully Ashiok will kind of cover our base in disrupting those types of decks like what's it called, Lotus Field and Quintorius, because literally those are the only matchups that card really comes in. Mono green is just non-existent. So yeah, this is the deck. We did our best. Hopefully we'll actually get the W in this RCQ this weekend, or at least one of these two RCQs this weekend, and then be able to focus on standard, because I've got some really cool ideas for standard and I can't wait to play them for Top Tier Tuesdays and try out some of the top tier decks that are getting played then. Yeah, JK thought it was rough. You'll get them. Yep, we'll get them next time. That's for sure. Will, you have to. Also, I need your help. I need to figure out how to raid, because that is what we're going to do. We need suggestions for raids, chat. Go ahead and throw the names out there. Throw the names out there if anybody you want us to raid while we get that set up. Let's see who's on. Myself. All right. Miracle's on. I want to watch Kai Sena struggle his way through Elden Ring and just take a break from Magic. Who else is in the Magic categories? We got Caleb, DMTG on the Vintage Cube, the Ham TV, Ali Antrazi's, what is this? Are we playing Historic? Yeah, I think it is Historic. Let's see. None of our friends are on. Let's see who's looking. I don't even know who Caleb D is. Should I know who Caleb D is? I feel like I'm like so out of the loop sometimes when it comes to watching Magic players. You know what? I think we're gonna raid Ollie just because he's playing shirtless Magic. This is the horniest Magic that I think I've ever seen in my entire life, and I think that everybody else needs to see this. Oh my god. So let's see. Let's see. Switch, excuse me. Is this a sign up or log in? Oh no, this is a sign up. Alright, so let me log in here. Oh god, I have to do this whole song and dance. Oh, actually, you know what? Bear with me, guys. I still want your suggestions. For who to stream. Okay. Alright. I'm still trying to figure out how to do this. Chat settings. Don't think that I... see. Still don't think that that's exactly what we want to do. Field mode settings. Field. Appearances. Man, I feel like a newborn baby every time I have to do something I don't know. Sub. Chat users. Edit. Man. Let's see. Load off. Oh, recent rates. Okay. Let me see. Review recent rates, request queue. Manage moderation settings. Let me see. Recent rates. No recent rates. Manage rate settings. Let's see. One viewer denial rates. That's just the okay settings for how to do it. Okay. Manage stream together tools, streaming tools, content. Was that it? Nope. Community? Nope. No, I'm just fumbling around with the stuff. Either way, thanks for joining, guys. I will figure this out sooner or later, but unfortunately not right now. So if you can tell whoever you're going to watch next, if it's Magic related, that we are rating you. They're rated from Southern MTG. Get the word out, and we'll figure it out some other time. But again, appreciate you guys for coming, and we'll see you next Tuesday for the next top tier deck that we're going to try out.